What's going on, Multiversers? We are back with a brand new video for you guys, and I got two little topics we're going to talk about today. The first one going to be a little bit more on the optimistic side for news, hopefully soon, and it regards a playtest. Maybe. I don't want to twist words here, but the optimistic story. And then another one, it's going to be a subject that I think some people are genuinely overlooking and taking for granted, but there'll be a little bit of discussion on that. So first up, we'll go with the optimistic story. So a person on Twitter basically says, hey, just sitting here in the Multiversus waiting room, I miss the game so much. I'm sure everybody that got to actually play it, they miss it too. And us that didn't get to play it, we would like to play it at some point. Open beta, come on. It's coming. We don't need to rush it. It'll be here. But so the interesting thing is, I'm not going to quote Tony today. This actually isn't coming from Tony on Twitter. It's coming from the official Multiversus account on Twitter. It's got the check mark and everything, so it's legit. But check out the reply. You'll be playing it again before you know it. What? You'll be playing it again before you know? Is this a tease? Is this a hint? Are they saying that in sometime very soon that we're going to get another playtest? Hold on. This could literally be the exact same vein type of thinking, right? For example, where I live, we just hit winter, officially hit winter about a month ago. So I could kind of say, before I know it, it'll be summer again. And that's in like 6-7 months, all right? So that could literally be what they're saying. Look, before you know it, all this time will pass. Multiverses will be out. Maybe it's another beta or open beta, another tech test, another play test, whatever. There will be something else before you know it. So, just kind of sit and wait. So, yeah, just the optimistic side says, hey, the official Multiverses is kind of saying, hey, we'll be playing it again soon, right? But, yeah, we don't know exactly what that meant. Again, it could literally just be, trust, before you know it, you'll be playing it, and you won't have to be playing the waiting game anymore. That's pretty much, again, optimistic, hopefully something soon. Maybe they announce something for this weekend. Probably not. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get another playtest till like March or something. I'll be completely honest. I don't see anything very soon. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. We'll see in the end. But there's the optimistic story. Second story, it's kind of a story, but the second part of the video, the discussion that I want to have is something that people genuinely overlook or don't really think about at all. And no, it doesn't necessarily have to do with Craig of the Creek, this show here, but it has to do with something kind of Tony replies to. He gets a reply to it, and then he replies to that. But Tony here says a couple days ago on Twitter, his favorite current show that more people should watch. I haven't watched it. I don't know what it's about. If anyone's watched it, let me know. Is it a good show? What's it about? So let me know in the comments. But Tony tweeted that it's his current favorite show. It's on Cartoon Network. So some people started trying to connect the dots here. Cartoon Network. It's possible to have characters in the Multiversus game because it's first party technically. Warner Brothers owns it, so they could literally just throw it in there if they want to. And so somebody says, hey, this means we could get Craig in Multiversus. And this is what I want to talk about right here. This is the big thing. Tony replies with, every character goes through approvals, but we'll see what happens. And he literally means every character. Not just third party. It's not just, hey, you got to call up some other company that owns the rights to an IP, and you just go, all right, hey, we would like to negotiate for this. It also applies to first-party characters. And we've seen a few instances of this in gaming, like platform fighters specifically. We can take Smash Bros, for example. I believe it was the creator or the director or something of Animal Crossing at first did not want any Animal Crossing characters to be playable in Smash Bros because they didn't want them in a fighting game. That wasn't the nature of Animal Crossing. So at first, that was kind of like ruled out. That's why in Brawl, we only got assist trophy. What did we get? Mr. Rossetti, I think. Was there another one? Either way, we got assist trophy and we got a stage. And what? Trophies? Yeah, Tom Nook, I think, was a trophy as well. But that's why we only got trophies. We didn't get a playable character for Animal Crossing. Even though Nintendo owns Animal Crossing, right? Makes them a ton of money. Even though they own it, they still have to go through an approval process. They want to be fair to the, who created it. And, all right, if the creator says, all right, this isn't really how we envision our character, we don't see them fitting into a fighting type of game. well then I'm sure Nintendo in that case, Sakurai in that case, they want to stick true to the wishes of the creators and stuff like that. Another one that comes to mind, Chimera. Okay, this is going to be a little bit more obscure, but anybody remember PlayStation All-Stars on the PlayStation 3? Anybody remember PlayStation gamers specifically, because it was only a PlayStation franchise, but a series called Resistance. Now, what does Resistance have to do with anything? Well, the character you see on screen here, this Chimera, okay, that's terrible, but Chimera, one of the main antagonists, one of the main villains of the game, is created by Sony. Well, it wasn't created by Sony, but Sony owns Resistance, all right? PlayStation owns the Resistance franchise. And when they were creating PlayStation All-Stars, they checked in. They were going to originally try to get somebody from Resistance. Chimera was one of the most popular pick, probably the popular pick from Resistance to become a playable character. And plus it was a villain, which was a cool little touch. But the idea of having them as a playable character was nixed. That idea was canceled. They're like, no, that's not going to happen. So they got a Resistance stage with the Chimera in the background. That's all they got. No playable character because they didn't want him in the game. So this has happened before. And again, the whole point here is every character, first party and third party, have to go through approval processes. So just because Warner Brothers owns it doesn't mean they're guaranteed to get in, which makes all these people wanting these crazy, weird third-party characters even more absurd in a weird way. There's nothing wrong with wanting characters. Absolutely, I will never question anybody for wanting whoever they want. Right? People wanted Sesame Street characters. Like, what? That's weird to me, but I don't care. If you want them, it doesn't hurt me. Keep wanting. It's fine. But the point is, every character has an approval process. So, as an example, I'm just going to say, if Mortal Kombat were to get a character, right? Say Scorpion is the first one that comes to mind, right? Say Tony and his team, and they're putting together the roster, and they go, Mortal Kombat, Scorpion, we're going to put him, he's a fighting game character. We want him in Multiversus. So they do have to get the approval from, we'll say Ed Boon, right? Ed Boon would, they'll have the conversation. And somebody, especially of Ed Boon's stature, what if he happens to say, no, I actually don't want Scorpion in Multiversus as a playable character. I don't want that. Maybe somebody else is okay, but I don't want Scorpion to be in there. Again, somebody of his stature is going to have weight to his words and his wishes, right? They will have to abide by that. Even though Warner Brothers owns it, it doesn't mean it's 100% guaranteed to happen. And I think a lot of people are, again, overlooking that idea and just expecting, all right, Warner Brothers owns it, it's guaranteed to be in. So let's just automatically start thinking of crazy guest characters that will be in. And it's gonna, I don't know, it does get out of hand at times. At times, again, nothing wrong with wanting who you want, but like the wanting is like, all right, just because you might own it, doesn't mean they're going to be in the game. Doesn't mean they will ever be in the game. Maybe not the first go around. Maybe at first, again, using Mortal Kombat as an example, maybe the first go around. Maybe they wanted to see how the game will perform before they put Scorpion in. So, base roster, they say, no Scorpion, no Mortal Kombat characters. Not right now. Let's see how the game performs first. And if the game's doing well, then cool. Then we will attach one of our characters to the game. And it's so much easier because, well, you don't have to go through the negotiating rights and pay more money to get the character. Because, again, it's a Warner Brothers game, right? So, it's just something that I believe people are, like I said, genuinely overlooking or not looking at it at all. They just think Warner Brothers, all right, it's guaranteed to happen, right? No. So I don't know. It's just my little thought there, and I thought it was a pretty good response or a good point that was brought up by Tony here, and I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit. So let me know what you guys think about this. It's kind of interesting. Again, probably the more optimistic one, of course. You'll be playing it again before you know it. Maybe that means soon. Maybe it does mean soon we get another tech test or open beta or something. We'll see what happens with that, but that is all I got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.